is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Niners and the Bengals, and it's coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The CD, the Bengals, they're back for the second time in 3 years, looking for that first ever Super Bowl title.
Can you believe they're 0-3 in the big game? 2 losses to the Niners in the 80s, 2 really tough ones, and a loss to the Rams in 2022. Their motivation, sky high. They're ready to bring that first title back to Cincinnati.
Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they were one of the heavy favorites to win the NFC, and they were able to get it done, and now they look for that elusive 6th Super Bowl title.
Remember, after going 5-0 in their first 5 appearances here, they've lost 2 straight. Super Bowl 47 to the Ravens in New Orleans and Super Bowl 54 to Kansas City in Miami. They'd love to start another streak like they had in the 80s when they won 4 Super Bowl titles.
They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move and sat there waiting for him and made the play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Purdy now on second down. And that's incomplete.
I almost see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Charlie Jones. Well, it'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter two. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Meanwhile, Burrow's thrown into the hands of Sample. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Again, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Now Burrow loses the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Well, not many guys who could blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. Touchdown, Bengals. It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Niners set to take over on offense. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point. Both teams making their final adjustments of the season during this long halftime break. Who will claim the Lombardi Trophy? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles in Vegas for the second half of Super Bowl 58.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Third quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now. Here's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Burrow, eluding the pressure right. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. First down. Here's Burrow. Incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Mixing up the middle. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now Burrow on first down, being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. McPherson on for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So Purdy and the Niners down by 2 touchdowns. 2:22 on the clock. Deuces wild. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A second down throw for Purdy. And his throw here's incomplete. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. Here's Purdy to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Completes it to Jennings. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line. Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. Now second down and a few inches. To throw is Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Two timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Purdy. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Purdy. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Purdy to throw. Complete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.